Do you think people are born brave? Or do they become it?
Both.
Being with Maxine has made me better. Better than I ever thought I could be. And as such, I just don't see a path without her. I go where she is, or I just end up who I was.
Eugene.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about Eugene. Is he going to be that character that has the iconic death to close out this series?
Yeah, guys. So this is not speaking about, spoiler warning for the comic books and everybody, this isn't talking about the iconic Rick Grimes death. A lot of that was kind of thrown out the door with the death of Sebastian. There still could be that person who takes on the Rick role as far as, saving the Commonwealth from fighting each other and fighting our group. But, we're taking that out of the window. Basically what we're talking about is Eugene, somebody who came in our group who at first was a very selfish person. He lied about who he was, about where they were going. He did so many other crazy things. Yes, he joined Negan's group, but he kind of did that because he was...
Well, he saved our people.
He saved our people. He was too scared. But, we've seen him have that small sense of bravery, but also cowardness. And I love the conversation between him and Daryl where, he was willing to fight Daryl. And we laughed during the reaction because it was just hilarious.
Hoss. Called him Hoss.
Called him Hoss. Like, let's go, boy. But you see the struggle with him, and you know that he wants to be brave and he wants to do the right thing.
The line that he said of, "Do you think people are born to be brave?"
Mm-hmm.
and Daryl saying no, right? I think they can become brave.
Yep.
They can be both.
Yep.
And that to me is like it truly is setting it up to the possibility that we might be losing him, and that he might have this selfless act of saving people. His death will be the light of, at the end of the tunnel, and that saves everyone. And makes sense.
Yeah, the reason we're kind of saying this also is there are already so many main characters where their deaths are their survival is already assured because of these spin-offs, and they announced them so early. We know of this. Major characters. Now, some of these characters probably would not have ended up dying, but there's a couple that could have if they really wanted to.
I would very well have believed that Negan could have died.
Negan could have died.
I think Maggie and Daryl were probably safe.
Maggie, Daryl, Carol. But they could have killed Maggie if they wanted to.
I'm still at the belief that, look, I know that she was once in the spinoff with Daryl, but I'm still in the belief that Carol could possibly still go. I truly believe that.
I don't see anything that...
Why not?
Yeah,
she's not filming the spinoff.
True, but I'm kind of thinking there hasn't really been anything in the story that's kind of
understood
foreshadowing that she could die. But there is a lot with Eugene, and I think with Eugene, he with his conversation with Rosita, he mentioned, I lied to you guys from the start, and over time, you guys have really trusted me, and I've he's brought his braveness out, and we're starting to see it now. He loves Max.
Yeah.
He is not going to leave Max. He has found his woman for life. He is going to do whatever he can. As far as she's safe, I could see him laying down his life to fight for her, to fight for his people, and to fight to change the ways of the community. Now, if Eugene dies, that really puts a spark in Max's underbelly to really want to change, and I could see Max possibly becoming the governor, the president, whatever.
Sure.
In light of this.
It would also put a light or a spark in Mercer.
Yeah.
Too. And I think that's the key too, right?
Yeah.
Like Mercer needs that spark to rejuvenate and lead this community to where everyone wants it to be.
Yeah.
And maybe not the higher ups, maybe not the people that we're meeting with the Milton,
exactly,
with Governor Milton. But yeah, I think his death would probably do that. And even seeing Max's reaction to Eugene's death is obviously going to light a spark as well. But it is one selfless act that I think at this point in time fits Eugene perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it, to be honest.
Don't want to see it either.
Because there's a lot of potential with that character. But
A lot of
yeah,
potential.
they're definitely setting it up.
They're definitely setting it up. And if you guys watched our previous video talking about, the Western Alliance train and everything, he was a big part of that.
But it's already done.
They've
already got it built.
They've already got it built. It's working. That storyline doesn't really fit unless it's like, they do a 10 or 15 year time skip and they're doing the supply trains with the Western Alliance, and Eugene is head of that. Yeah.
So when we talk about characters that we believe are going to die, that's usually a pretty big indication is when there's no more story for them to go with.
Right.
Eugene doesn't have any more story. And look, he has a life with Max. Completely understand, but there's nothing there right now.
Yeah, I would love, I definitely would love to see, him, if survive the end and be with Max. But
so then who kills him?
Just kind of thinking, what would give a good end? Not to say there has to be a death, but we know there is going to be one.
So if there is, who kills him?
I don't know.
Do you think it's our iconic scene in the middle of the square where we have our fractions of people on each side? And it's a firing squad.
No, I don't think it's that. I think that's going to be Mercer's role to break that up. Eugene, I could kind of... now, one person we don't know if is alive or dead, that's part of Lance's crew, is Shira, the fake Stephanie. Now, could I see her killing Eugene? Yeah, I don't trust her. She has no relationship, no love towards him. If he's going to threaten her survival and the ways of, she's still loyal to Lance and what other alliances she's affiliated with, I kind of see something where our group is fighting the Commonwealth. Maybe they're trying to escape. Everyone's together, and he does something to allow them to escape. He stays behind. He tries to fight whoever off, and he ends up either getting shot, getting killed. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think it happens more publicly than that.
Publicly?
Yeah. I just, I think that, I just think that it happens. A lot more people are going to see this death if it comes down to that, and maybe it's something to where Governor Milton orders him to be killed.
More people of the Commonwealth watching and stuff,
and setting an example. That's her
motive.
motive.
She
dude.
wants to set an example of him.
That's her motive.
So that'll be the thing. Like, how does this trial end out? Because Yumiko is going to represent him. So maybe something happens where Yumiko gets him off. They have him innocent, and Pamela Milton still wants to make an example, so she's going to still go after our people, but specifically she wants to do something with him because of the betrayal that she feels with Max at her side, and that she's going to feel like, he had more to do with her turning on Pamela, and Pamela's going to be pissed about that or something.
How many episodes do you think this trial is going to last? Do you think it's going to go all 4?
I hope not.
I hope not either.
One. Half of one.
You're going to fit a trial in one?
I say half the episode. I think, well, when I say one episode, it's going to be...
It's going to gloss over a lot of it.
It's going to cut back and forth to it. Yeah. And then by the end of the episode, we'll have a like, guilty,
well, look,
go
maybe,
black, or
maybe,
innocent,
maybe we don't even get that.
Maybe
we don't even get a trial
because the riots.
Because
the riots will interrupt it. Yeah,
source material at least says, guys, I know they're not going off source material completely, but this was Mercer's role.
Yeah.
Mercer was in prison, and he was broken out because of riots.
Yep.
So, there's still unrest in the community. That was not solved, and a matter of fact, Yumiko probably made it worse.
Yeah.
So
that sounds better. I think as the trial's going on and before they reach a verdict, I think the Commonwealth people will break into that courtroom and just be rioting, and they won't be able to finish.
Dude, we're not going to have a trial.
Yeah.
I don't even think they're barely going to get started. I don't even think they'll get started.
Well, we have seen some photos.
Photos?
Yeah, of them in the courtroom, but that's just them in the courtroom. So they can start it, but they may not finish it due to the rioting and the Commonwealth people wanting to stand up to Pamela and the soldiers. And, Mercer's going to have his soldiers and people on his side, and the others are going to be part of Pamela, maybe more with Lance, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, but I think, once again, guys, they are kind of setting Eugene up for a potential heroic, selfless death. As of right now, in our opinion, it's kind of where we're kind of seeing it lead towards. But So many unknowns, guys. I think the show is doing a good job as to not foreshadowing a lot right now. It's still up in the air.
Yeah.
I have seen a lot of people, just haven't been very happy with this second half right now. And a lot of it we've kind of mentioned, the story, it's
a little slow.
It's a little slow. There are some people that have mentioned kind of who agree with you that, bringing the variants in was just why now? And a lot of people said, well, what do you mean why now? They've always been around. They've been sprinkled in since the beginning, but not taking full circle really like they are right now.
No, I mean, here's the difference. Here's the big difference. Our characters haven't referenced them.
They've never referenced them, yeah.
So, yes, we've seen a walker do some extraordinary thing. We're like, oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
But it's never been referenced and acknowledged by our characters.
Right. This particular situation with one climbing and picking up a damn rock, that's insane. But the question is, what are you going to do?
Don't get me wrong.
What are you going to do with it?
I said in that, it was awesome.
It's awesome.
I loved it.
It's
but
awesome.
I just don't think it was needed now.
But what are you going to do with it?
Nothing.
Doesn't fit right now, and that's what a lot of people are upset about.
Yeah.
One of the girls, Kirsten Acuna, who we follow on Twitter, she's an insider. She was very upset with like the last episode. She's like, why are you mentioning the variants? Why is it coming up now? People who are, she's like, some of these characters are acting in weird ways. Like, why is Aaron so hung up on wanting to get to Oceanside? Oceanside has been the dumpster of all the communities. Yeah. Nobody cares about Oceanside. Why are we needing to go back?
That makes perfect sense. Why is Aaron not wanting to get his community back?
Yeah.
Alexandria.
Right.
His community. That's Aaron's. That's no one else. That's Aaron pretty much helped found that place. Mm-hmm. Why is he not taking it back?
And the reason about Oceanside is, why is it still taking this long for us to find out what happened? Yeah. Why is it taking this long to find out what happened to Oceanside?
Because they're slaughtered.
I don't know, but that's the thing. Like, why is it taking so long for us to find out about it? And why is Aaron so determined to get there when we never really see Oceanside in this series? Like, they're an
afterthought.
Yeah, nobody cares about it.
They save the day when we need them.
Right.
They screw up when we need a storyline to,
So that's just the
scapegoat.
Yeah, that's just the grumblings of some stuff. But we're super excited. We got episode 21 coming this weekend on AMC Plus. Man, we have 4 episodes left, dude.
I know, it's crazy. I can't wait. Honestly, I don't want it to be over, but I can't wait for that final episode.
I know, and we all get to watch it together. Yes, we're all everybody's in different time zones, but it's not releasing early. Everyone's watching it.
Yep.
As is. So, so yeah, guys, once again, let us know in the comments your thoughts on Eugene. Do you think they are foreshadowing his big heroic death that he is going to do to save Max, Mercer, and everyone, to prove that he is brave and that he's always been brave? Let us know in the comments. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.